For 240 years, the United States of America has proved time and again that a government for the people, of the people, and by the people could withstand all challenges. But where would we be if not for the millions of brave men and women who serve in our nation's military? Veterans benefits in the United States began in 1776 when the Continental Congress approved a half-pay-for-life pension program. In 1789, the newly formed federal government adopted the same measure from the colonial days. In 1818, the service pension law was established, providing all veterans, regardless of loss or lack thereof, with a fixed pension for life. The General Pension Act of 1862 laid the groundwork for a lot of today's policies regarding benefits, including compensation for disease incurred during the war, special priority when purchasing land, and the establishment of the National Cemetery System. The Vocational Rehabilitation Act of 1918 gave honorably discharged soldiers the chance to learn new skills to use in the civilian sector. In 1930, President Hoover consolidated all of the veterans agencies into one Veterans Administration. One of the most famous veterans bills signed into law was the Servicemen's Readjustment Act, also known as the GI Bill. Signed into law by President Roosevelt in 1944, this bill provided tuition assistance, federally guaranteed loans, and unemployment compensation. In 1988, President Reagan elevated the Veterans Administration to cabinet-level status, and thus the Department of Veterans Affairs was born. But why is all of this important? It is important because it shows that throughout our history, we have always provided for our veterans, and when there was a new need, we filled it. We passed legislation to ensure that our veterans who served us were now being served properly at home. However, since the end of the Vietnam War, the people who protect our country are not being treated the way they should. On any given night, around 47,725 veterans are homeless. So far, over 300,000 veterans have died waiting to see a doctor, and 22 veterans commit suicide every day.
I think the government got to stop trying to mess with veterans' benefits. None of those guys sitting out there making this decision, I don't want to say none of them, some of them probably, been in the military and they realized how hard it is compared to some of the other jobs. And to go back and say, hey, we're going to take this away from you, they're going to take that away from you, it's just not right. It's not right.